you everybody very much for joining us. And we have literally a global webinar. We've got people from all over. So a big good morning, good afternoon to you wherever you are in the world. Let's introduce everybody first. So Stephen, you're going second today. So can you tell us who you are, where you're from and what your prize is, please?
I can indeed, Sarah. Yes, I will do that. My name is Stephen Smith. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager for the beautiful island of Tobago. And I'm here based in the UK. And my prize, I've forgotten your three. You asked me to just a couple of things and I've forgotten them already. My prize for today is £50, 50 hard pounds. So yes, whoever wins will get a nice little gift there.
Super. So you listen very carefully to Stephen and Graham's presentations, and we will do a question at the end. The way we do the quizzes is every single person that's live on the webinar today gets a prize draw point. If you are the fastest finger answering the question, you get 10 points, and I then stick you all into a magic wheel, and I let you know who the winners are tomorrow. So, Graham.
Hello, everybody.
Last but not least, you're going first today. So tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your prize is.
Well, my name is Graham Laudenslager. I am the Business Development Manager for Sunswept Resorts, which is BodyHoliday and StolenTime. I am located in sunny California. I'm okay from the fires as of now. It rained a little bit, so we're all looking good. I will be the winner will receive $60, or as I'm heard, 50 pounds. And today I will be first on the webinar.
Super amazing. Thank you, Graham. If you can share your screen and take us on your adventure.
Okay, so can everybody see my screen?
All good.
Great. Okay, so Sunswept Resorts is BodyHoliday and StolenTime in the northern part of St. Lucia. It's independently owned, so we're not a corporation. We're owned by the Barnards, which have been in St. Lucia for hundreds of years. Their first home, in fact, was StolenTime, which will be the second resort I will be talking about. But their first journey into the resort and travel industry was BodyHoliday about in the mid-1980s. And we were actually the first resort or travel entity to include wellness into travel in about the mid-80s. So we're looking here at about 18 acres. We're looking here at about 300 yards of beach and only about 150 rooms. You can see how we intertwine into the lush of St. Lucia. It almost looks like it's a home. Now, when we're talking about beaches and talking about St. Lucia, you want the northern part of St. Lucia because they're vast, long beaches. In fact, this is one of the best beaches in St. Lucia. And what you cannot see to the left is a live reef where there is snorkeling. Now, BodyHoliday is ultra inclusive. So what we have is motorized sports, all activities, cuisine, and I'll go into it later, but also treatments are included. So what are we all about? We're all about relaxation, therapeutic cares, activities, and nutrition. And I also want to throw an authentic beach destination for couples, for singles, and for families, those that are active and those that are not. It really doesn't matter. And if you did not know, BodyHoliday was awarded the #1 wellness resort in the world by Condé Nast. We're very, very, very proud of that. We're extremely proud because we know we're the best of both worlds: wellness, activities, and beach. So what everybody raves about, which everybody absolutely loves, is our award-winning 32-room treatment room, where you will get the best of the best when we talk about treatments. Our motto, give us your body for a week, we'll give you back your mind, really interprets everything that BodyHoliday is about. We are truly helping people one person at a time. and we're the only resort with an Ayurvedic temple. So when you come to our resort, you're going to take what's called a dosha. You're going to designate as a dosha, and you're going to talk to one of our people at the temple, and they're going to suggest what treatments, what nutrition, and what activities you should do throughout the week, which is great because if you didn't know, we are an actual real clinic where this is really what separates us, what differentiates us from our rest of the guards. We are a true clinic at a beach. When we're talking about shiatsu, facials, chiropractors. We even have something called Health Clinic, which will put you on a 7-day program. But we'll send a packet to your client's home, and we'll give her blood samples. We'll ask you questions. Once you get to the resort, you will have a true clinic atmosphere at a beach resort. Now, when we're talking about cuisine, 100% natural. 5 acres of our land here is fruit and vegetables, so that's farm to plate. This is one of our 6 restaurants. This is the ITAL. This is 100% vegan. You're gonna go in and experience. You're gonna take about a 15-minute walk. We're gonna tell you when we plant, how we feed. You're gonna pick some plants. You're gonna pick some fruits. You're gonna get to the top of the ITAL. You're gonna make some fruits. You're gonna be introduced to the chef who will introduce every meal, and there's somebody at the table will tell you why you should eat from the earth, why it's important for your body, your mind, your health plan. And of course, they'll tell you what plants are good for you, for your blood levels, and so on. Now, our second restaurant, and we're not just vegetarian, we don't force anything on anybody. This is the Tao. This is our Asian fusion restaurant. This is paired by sommelier. This is about 7 courses, Japanese, Thai, every type of Asian destination that you can think of cuisine-wise. This is a clubhouse. Now, this, I think, is why we are known and why we have a 65% return factor. Not all people are coming for health. Majority are coming for health, but if you want a beer, have a beer. You want a cocktail, have a party, have a cocktail. This is where the DJ is. This is where sometimes the band is. Party all night. We won't close until the last person leaves. And if you want, cheat it a little bit. Have a pizza, have a hamburger, have some French fries. A lot of people are coming for detox, but not everybody. This is why multi-generations, retreats, girls' weekends, whatever it means, is just absolutely perfect because we cater to everybody. The only buffet restaurant is the Caribou. Now you could see the British influence on the right. We've got our tea or coffee kettle, amazing buffet. Now this is the buffet of Caribou, and the Caribou a couple times a week will turn into a menu restaurant. And the buffet area where you can see the chef preparing will turn into the Caribou window. So a specialty menu restaurant paired by sommelier, about 7 courses. This is my favorite restaurant here. You'll absolutely love it. It's perfect. Now, when we talk about wellness, there's a wellness cafe, which is open for breakfast. It's open for lunch. You've got your ginger drinks. You've got all your fruit drinks. You've got your coffee, your tea. You've got your grass drinks. You have your supplements. You've got everything you want, including bento boxes, including bakery. So it's a great place to go breakfast and lunch. And once again, extremely healthy. So now, when we're talking about activities, when we're talking about adventure, this is health adventure right here. Every 15 minutes, there's something to do. There's yoga in the water. There's yoga on a tree. There's yoga in the sun. Everything that you can think of: tennis, golf, pickleball. Again, motorized sports and water skiing, cycling, volleyball, walks, run. It is the perfect destination for someone that's looking to keep that health plan going or discover a new health plan. This is one of the reasons not only do we have our great return factor because of people that are coming one after another, it's for people that come and they tell other people, I can't believe it. It changed my life. I have a new holistic experience at looking at life, especially during travel. Now, when you're talking about St. Lucia, it's interesting. The other day I was at a conference and I was telling another country BDM how great the beaches were. And she said, you're right, it's great, but you've got the pitons, you've got snorkeling, scuba, you've got hikes, you've got chocolate tours, I mean, rock climbing, mountain biking, there is so much to do in St. Lucia. It does not stop. In fact, recently I took a helicopter tour. Recently we went kayaking. I mean, there's so much that I've been to the resort 7 times. I still haven't been to the East Coast to go body surfing. That's really what I want to do. So here's really what the activities are about. And this is really special. And this is where you're going to have to segment for your clients here. So in March, we have professional sailors from around the world. You can get certified, Hobie Cat regattas, excursions, everything that you can think of. So if you can find some way to segment out, once again, your clients that sail, they'll book it right away. Jive June, that's a real dance studio. We have real gyms. Absolutely amazing. So professional dancers at our resort, learn to dance, hone your skills, become a better dancer, impress that boyfriend, impress that girlfriend, whatever it may be. Well-Fit Tribe is perfect for families. So what we do is we have cooking classes, soft adventure, CPR training, mom and dad beauty salon specials. So again, July and August, perfect for families. Now, I was at the resort last September. It was really neat how they were able to help people meet each other by the piano, by the tournaments, um, when they're doing yoga. So this is absolutely special. That person has changed. It's a new person I haven't updated yet, but sometimes we don't have a full single supplement. We have, I think it's 18 single rooms. So for your single clients, again, if you're able to reach out and tell them about Body Holidays in October, yoga is perfect for yogi people. Um, Perfect for a retreat, perfect for dosha analysis, everything that you could think of. Professional yogis from around the world, swim fit, professional swimmers from around the world. And I just want to show you a couple pictures of our villas. Now, keep in mind, these are absolutely special. They come with butlers, full service butler. I learned that 3 weeks ago when I was at the resort. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, if you want that served, high tea. Here we have it, two accommodates, two at the top, accommodates two on the bottom. The bottom has a pool. Those rooms can be separated. There's two villas, and this is a kitchen right here. If you want a private chef, it's absolutely special. And this is the hibiscus. The hibiscus accommodates 8, so that's 4 rooms. Again, a perfect area for yoga, for retreats, for family reunion. And here's where I stayed. I know I'm a little spoiled, but Firefly, those views are the best in St. Lucia. You cannot beat it. There's a pool there. There's a huge private kitchen area. Beautiful 4 bedrooms. Again, take advantage of the butler's service to and from the resort all around. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I especially love high tea. Oceanfront rooms. Our rooms are a minimum of 350 square feet. And that's Body Holiday. So I'll go ahead and I'll take your questions on Body Holidays after. But once again, a perfect destination for those that are on health plan, for those looking to do something, and for groups. So StolenTime is absolutely perfect. We're talking about 20 acres, 2 miles of beach, only 100 rooms, and it is 100% adults only. You may know it as Rendezvous, but it is now StolenTime, so it's perfect for all adults. It's warm, it's welcoming. The workers there are welcome. They're excited that you're there. They're happy that you're there. Unplug, recharge. Um, Take a break when you're here. It is all inclusive, just like Body Holidays, except it does not include the treatments. And it's introduce your body to your mind. Find out who you are here. Be welcome and introduce yourself to others. We ask that you get together with the people and you do a private island getaway. You do massage classes. You do holistic well classes, arts and classes. And again, when we're talking about adventure, it doesn't stop. I really want to pinpoint um, the motorized sports, the meditation and chanting classes, the yoga, the tai chi, the Pilates, the health, the Pilates, the water beach, everything that you can think of. Now, again, when we talk about activities, these are theme months: spring sail, Jive June, summer solos, October yoga, pre-Christmas, everything that that active and adventurous person wants to do is right there at the resort, and then you can just take a couple of, you know, minutes walk, and you've got lush green all around you. This is our pool, which has the sometimes volleyball in it. Now, this is Lazy River. I didn't promote this at first because it didn't make sense to me, but it's now my favorite place. This is an area, it's about 100 yards. There's going to be about 5 different areas where couples can enjoy. They're sitting in this lush. This resort is so lush. There's a 45-minute botanical tour for the guests, and you enjoy. And then somehow one of the employees comes up with a drink and a snack for you. It's private, it's nice. This is a view from the poolside rooms that were just renovated. Beautiful. Walk up and enjoy some time. Again, the wine, rum tasting. That tree to the right, it was decorated over Christmas. It almost made me cry. It is about 10% of the resort. I didn't know trees grow that big, but absolutely amazing. When BodyHoliday or StolenTime said we're oceanfront, you better believe it. Some of the resorts out there have obstructed views. We do not. So it's not an adventure to find that ocean view or take a walk. 5 steps, balconies, beautiful seats. Our suites are again about 450 square feet, foot medium. Veranda suites. This is a look from the poolside room. The best restaurant in all of St. Lucia. The Malabar Beach Club is great. It's toes in the sand. It's breakfast. I'm sorry, it's lunch and it's dinner. The Time restaurant. We recently bought a group of travel agent here. The restaurant said it was the best steak that she's ever had at a resort. Not necessarily even all inclusive, but best steak that she's had at a resort. So cuisine, some people, I didn't mention, some people just come to these resorts for the cuisine. And once a week they have a manager's welcome. You get to meet the resort and all the high employees. Lisa is our GM. She's absolutely special. So I want you to go and enjoy both resort. My perfect vacation, 4 nights BodyHolidays, 3 nights StolenTime. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave it back to Sarah. And thank you very much.
Super amazing. Thank you very much, Graham. So lots of adventure to be had in St. Lucia. So now we're heading over to Tobago and we've got Stephen.
Hello, Sarah, and thank you, Graham. That was special. Can you do me a special rate? Just talk about that afterwards. We'll talk about that. Anyway, I'd like to. You're muted still, by the way. Don't worry, don't worry. Yes, that was lovely. I was watching that with a plum, and I was feeling a little bit hungry as he was talking about the food there. But anyway, Tobago. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey around Tobago. Let me just share my screen and get everything ready and perfect, he says. Oh, share sound, yes. Right. Now, I'm not sure if any of you, oops, what's going on here? Yep, if anybody has seen any of my presentations on Tobago or seen any presentations on the destination. But like I said, my name is Stephen Smith. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager for Tobago Tourism Agency. And in effect, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey around the beautiful island of Tobago. Now, first of all, one key thing to say is, even after this presentation, we do have an online training program of OTT, online travel training, and all you do, just to find it, you've got OTT Tobago. And of course, because you're on MBR, you guys know that if you guys do anything to Tobago, to register on Tobago Rewards for a reward. So where are we? We are a 2-island state right at the very, I hope you can see my mouse here whirling around, right at the very bottom of the crest of the Caribbean islands. You can't get any further south. We are the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, but our focus today is just on the beautiful island of Tobago. Getting there now, again, I must apologize for my American and my Canadian friends. I have neglected, I've forgotten again, it's all down to me. I do have a second slide which highlights information of flying from the States and from Canada, but I've neglected to put it on this presentation. It is all down to me. So yeah, smack on the hand, I apologize. So all I have here is the information for the UK guests, showing the British Airways service, which currently flies twice a week via St. Lucia. The service is going to be going down to once a week from the beginning of April. On a Friday, but there is an alternative, and that also goes back to you guys from the States and Canada flying via the Port of Spain in Trinidad. Now, the flight down from Port of Spain to Tobago is only 20 minutes on Caribbean Airlines, so it is just a little hop. So if you can get them to Port of Spain, then it's an easy hop to go down to Tobago. From memory, I know that there are direct services out of New York, I think with Caribbean Airlines, and I believe out of Miami on Caribbean Airlines. And Toronto, there are seasonal charter services. I think it's just over the winter months, straight to Tobago from Toronto. But you guys are in the travel industry. I'm sure if you investigate, you'll be able to find the different routes to get you to Tobago. So getting there isn't super difficult, but a little bit of investigation, and you should be able to get your customers there if what I say appeals to you and your customers. Now, one little key thing before I start talking about my journey is the newest thing that's happening in Tobago. The newest news is the fact that we actually have a brand new airport. It's been built for the last 2 years, but the latest information I have had, which was 2-3 weeks ago, was that it is scheduled to open by this end of this first quarter of this year, which is super duper fantastic. And this second slide is something I just created a few days ago, just highlighting, showing that yes, these wonderful plans and ideas are well underway, and this is what the building looks like, and this will be the largest airport in that whole southern region of the Caribbean. So maybe things will change, and that this might become a major hub down in southern Caribbean region. We don't know, but yes, we're very excited about this opening soon. Okay, the island. The island itself. From here, bottom left-hand side, there's the airport. All the way up to this. Let me get rid of some of these because I can only see up to this top area here, which is Speyside, is about an hour and a half. So the island isn't that large. It's about 25 miles from there to there, but about 7 at its widest point. Okay, so it's not humongously large. Yes, it would take about, I don't know, 3-4 hours just to completely circumnavigate the island if you wanted to. You wouldn't do that because you'd miss all the beautiful things that the island has to offer, but it's not a humongously large island. So for my journey, we're going to start off down in the southern western area, down near the airport, Crown Point Airport. And this area down here is called Crown Point. This is where, if you are staying or your clients are staying down here and in the resorts down here, this is where most of the nightlife happens on a Friday and Saturday night. There's loads of restaurants, bars, but also for the adventurers or for people interested in seeing that adventurous side, this area here where I'm pointing to now is Pigeon Point Heritage Park. This area here. So if you have any clients or anybody who wants to do some kite surfing, windsurfing, jet skiing, any adventurous water sports, or even more leisurely stand-up paddleboarding or glass bottom boat experiences, that all happens down here at Pigeon Point. Now this video clip is also pointing to this little area here, which is the Bonaccord Lagoon. Now from Pigeon Point, you take a kayak or a stand-up paddleboard over to this little dot here, which is no man's land, which is where I'm just pointing there, and then we do a circumnavigation, which is about an hour and a half, depending on how well the bioluminescence happens, around the Bonaccord Lagoon, this area here, and that's where the bioluminescence happens. It can happen all around. It's all mangrove areas around this area here, all mangrove swamps. So it can happen. You know, the last 2 trips ago, within first 5 minutes of us getting into the Bonaccord Lagoon, the bioluminescence was so vibrant. It was so stunning that kind of not ended the trip, but it was like we've seen it as good as it's going to get. It's really incredible. So, but sometimes it takes us until we get to sort of really deep into the lagoon before it happens. It's happened every single time. I've been very fortunate to have that experience. It's very relaxing, very romantic. Or we've got families that do it, groups that do it. It is stunning. It is one of those sort of things that will always sort of sit in your mind, and you'll always remember. And if you want that kind of adventure, that kind of experience, then you can definitely have it down here. And that's all from Pigeon Point. and the bioluminescence. So let's journey a little bit further up the coast. Now, this whole stretch here from Mount Irving Bay up to Great Corlin Bay, which is this whole area here, Stonehaven, all of this stretch here, we have a number of properties along that area here. During the season, the right season, these are leatherback turtles, so that's from March all the way through to September. If you are lucky, if you are staying in this area here, you will have, or you have the opportunity to see one of these leatherhead turtles coming up and nesting in this area here. And then 6 weeks after the nesting, you will, again, if you are lucky, this is when you're really, really lucky, because you know the leatherbacks, the big leatherbacks are huge, and you know there's an announcement when people see them. But when the hatchlings come out 6 weeks later, that is a little bit more difficult to find. But during that whole period, we have wardens along these beaches who record where the turtles are laying their eggs, and register how many turtles come up and lay their eggs along these beaches. Now, don't get me wrong; these turtles do lay eggs along all these beaches along this northern coast there, this Caribbean coast here. But because we have the plethora of properties along this area, that's where people can actually get to see them. And Tripper took last year before last, we were staying at Starfish, which is about here. And on 2 of the 3 nights we were staying there, we had leatherback turtles coming up and laying their eggs. So it happens, you do see it, you do have to be in the vicinity. But again, something a little bit special, a little bit different. Let's move further up along the coast. Now, this part of Tobago, I mean, I've just told you about the leatherback turtles and the nature side down here, but this part of Tobago is perhaps my favorite. If I was to move and live there tomorrow, it would probably be in Castara. This image here is Castara. It's a sleepy, beautiful, relaxing, gorgeous little village. About 4 or 5 different restaurants. There's a couple of properties are here, lots of sort of Airbnb, B&Bs, sort of small properties down there. Very, very, very beautiful. It's got a gorgeous waterfall that you can trek to. It's the essence of staying up in this area is if you want to have that authentic, down-to-earth, real Caribbean feeling, that real Caribbean experience, that real Caribbean vibe. Just up here, just a little bit further along, is Parle Touvier, which is bottom right-hand corner. Again, gorgeous little village. It's a little sleepy fishing village. Both of these are fishing villages. So the fishermen every day are still going out and putting out their nets to try and catching. All these are fishing boats, as you can see down here. Life carries on just as normal. There's no super resorts here, no sort of 5,000 rooms, come and stay here. Small little 20-room experiences. It's all about being close to nature. And in between Parle Touvier and Castara, you have the epitome of your Robinson Crusoe experience, which is this stunning beach here. And as you can see, it's full of tower blocks. No, I'm lying. There are no tower blocks here. This beach is Englishman's Bay. It is by far the most gorgeous beach that we have in Tobago. Well, I think we have. I mean, there are some other gorgeous ones, but this is, you know, on this beach, there is just one building. It has a restaurant on the top deck. It has a gift shop at the bottom area. There's some services around the corner, nice little car park. And in the car park, there's a guy who turns up in a Volkswagen Beetle, the old one. And in the back or in the front, they open up and there's they do homemade ice cream. That is the experience you're going to have here. It is so down to earth, absolutely gorgeous. If you want to be close to nature, you want that authentic down to earth experience, perfect for couples, perfect for families, then this is your little touch of paradise, especially along this little coast here. Easily accessible. It's about an hour from Crown Point to get up to Castara, about 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me continue on my journey around Tobago. Now, on this top peninsula here, the top right-hand corner, northeastern Tobago, this area here is a gorgeous little village of Charlottesville. And on the opposite side is the village of Speyside. Let me move this out of the way. Speyside, just around here. But if you have clients or you're interested yourself in the underwater world, that side of adventure, then this is the perfect part of Tobago to stay in. Very similar to staying in Castara or Parle Touvier. Around here, again, particularly in Speyside, you do have about 2 or 3 mediums. I'm talking about 20 rooms, 30. Well, there's one which is about 40 rooms. That's what you're talking about. It's nothing huge, nothing super extravagant all around this area here. It's about small village life whenever you're staying in this area here. But you do have some amazing scuba diving all around this whole peninsula here. Incredible clarity of water, really strong coral systems, a complete variety from advanced divers to your beginning divers. Yeah, if you're interested in the underwater world or even just snorkeling, absolutely fantastic. Also, actually, going back to that talk about food, if you're interested in seafood, if you like your shellfish, this is one of the best areas to stay in. We have some amazing seafood restaurants. Again, nothing extravagant. I'm not talking about any Michelin star restaurants. I'm talking about things which are just down to earth on the side of the road, really fresh, really clean, wonderful sort of village life experiences. So yeah, if you want that kind of adventure, also in that area here, there's lots of walking trails. There's a, as I will touch onto it, you can just see these walking symbols here where there are pre-designated walking trails. If you want to be close to nature, this is a great part of the island to be in. One last little thing before I move on to the next slide is the Little Tobago Bird Sanctuary. So now we're moving on to the bird watching side of Tobago, which is huge, absolutely huge. Now, Little Tobago Bird Sanctuary is obviously it's an island, and people will travel over from Speyside to Little Tobago, particularly to see, especially to see seabirds, because there's lots of nesting seabirds off on Little Tobago. But if you are interested in more land birds, then let's move down to here, where we are talking about the Main Ridge Forest Reserve, the spine, the emerald spine of Tobago. Now here, it's the oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. It's UNESCO listed. In fact, that whole northern part of Tobago, all encompassing the rainforest, all the way down to Castara, all around here, down to this area here. So like a huge sort of oval shape, is all UNESCO listed, and it incorporates the villages, it incorporates Charlottesville with coral preservation up in that area, and it incorporates the Main Ridge Forest Reserve. Now, bottom right-hand side, you'll see, this was a fam trip I took about 3 years ago, and all it does, it just shows us trekking through the rainforest. When I say trekking, no, we're not walking with machetes trying to find a path. It's a well-designated and very safe and easy paths. You can go there yourself if you were on an island, get a car, potter around and find the entrance, which is about here, the Gilpin Trace. It's all on Google Maps, so it's easy to find. I wouldn't advise you to do that, only so much because, as you can see with this group, we're stopping every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, because the guide is showing us what the rainforest has to offer. You know, from the various animals, mammals, reptiles that we have there, and of course, the various bird species that we have here. We are blessed with over 260 different species of birds, incorporating the rainforest, incorporating seabirds over Little Tobago and around this area here, and incorporating wading birds down in marshlands down in the southwest. So for this small little island to have that many different bird species, also 6 different species of hummingbird alone within Tobago. So again, if you're at all interested or not interested, and you just want this kind of wonderful, really unique experience. That's my hand there, holding a little feeder with hummingbirds eating out of my hand or sipping out of my hand. Absolutely incredible, very beautiful, very lush, very green. And the last thing to mention with regards to this slide is the waterfalls. Now, Argyle Falls, which is down in this position here, is perhaps our most spectacular waterfall. It is this video here, this little clip at the bottom. It's a 3-tiered waterfall, very dynamic, very dramatic, with a gorgeous little pool for you to take a dip in under each of the cascades, of the 3 cascades. But as you can see here, this map actually highlights all the waterfalls which are easily accessible. There's one in Castara, which I've been to, one in Palo Tuvio, which I've been to as well. Just 5-10 minute walk along a trail, easily done. These ones you can just do by yourselves. All the waterfalls you can just trek to by yourselves, very easily done. But there are also another 5 or 6 different waterfalls which you will need a guide. That's the reason why we don't put them on the maps. So if you want that kind of adventure where you're trekking through, again, similar to the bottom right-hand screen, you're trekking through some areas where you have to kayak through some mangrove areas to get to various waterfalls. That is all possible, and that's all accessible here. If you have people who are really into their adventure and exploration, this small little island has pretty much everything for you. It's kind of ridiculous considering the size, but we are really, really blessed with lots of beautiful, natural, nature-orientated things to do and see. Finally, that's enough of me babbling. Let us finish off with Scarborough, which is the capital. This is a lovely shot over from Fort King George, which is right on a hill overlooking Scarborough. Now, Scarborough is perfect. It's a lovely, lovely. It's our capital. It's a lovely town. It's perfect for shopping, great food, and of course history, because it has the National Museum for Tobago in Fort King George. So yeah, a lovely way to sort of finish off that whole journey around the island. Now, as I said before, this is a little taster. This is just to give you an idea. I do have a full presentation, which takes about half an hour, where I go in depth into all the different things, including the food on the island, including the festivals and all sorts of other little elements that I've not been able to talk about on this because of the timing here. The one last thing I want to do is just show you a little clip, a little video, which does, as I say, focus very much on the adventure side. And then afterwards, I'm happy to take any questions that anyone has to offer. But that is it. I think the next slide, I think it just goes straight into the video. So I will just say, any questions, please write them down and I'll be ready to answer them in a sec. Voila, there you have it. Stop sharing. So now, yes, thank you. That was it.
Thank you, Stephen. Look at all the love you was getting from your video. I was
yeah, that's great.
You guys, no, stop it, stop it. I'm starting to get emotional now. Oh my God, they liked the video.
Yeah, I love the tune. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mixed it myself. I was mixing it myself.
Learned a lot myself on the Android here.
And Fiona, what a beautiful island with so many things to do. Yeah, absolutely. There's loads to see and do in Tobago.
Oh, that was just a little smidgen of what I can talk about. It's a really full on island considering how small it is. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is.
Perfect. Thank you. So, Graham, you've got a question from
Yes.
Erin. Do you cater to dietary restrictions?
Yeah, absolutely. Keep in mind the resort can cater to anybody. If you want to eat just vegan, that's fine. We can contact our chefs directly at either resort. So absolutely, we can take of anybody diet needs.
Super. Thank you very much. Emily's asking, which tour operators is this offered through?
I'm sorry?
Which tour operators can the book through?
Oh, you can actually book directly on our website. BodyHoliday, the BodyHoliday and StolenTime.com. I'm sorry, it is in for the UK. I'm not sure of the booking outlets. But if you can give
I
them my contact
think it's
information, that
which US operators do you book through as well? Because some agents, even in America, they book through a company rather than booking directly. In the
oh,
UK, it's booked
you know,
through pretty
there's
much
a
Gold
hand there's a
Medal,
hand.
Carib Tours, If Only, many companies.
We would really suggest just book it on the websites at bodyholiday.com and StolenTime.com. We have a few preferred partners in the US as in suppliers, but I really not sure. It really depends on who. Okay, the best answer would be with whoever are preferred with, who is contracted with either resort.
Okay, super. Thank
Mhm.
you. Judith, which hotel are you talking about? I presume it's BodyHoliday. Judith, I apologize and join late. How far from the cruise port? Can I visit for a day on a site inspection week of the February the 10th? Thank you. So this is for you, Graham.
StolenTime is minutes away, walks away from Castries where the port is. BodyHoliday, if it's Castries, BodyHoliday would be about 20 minutes north by car.
Okay. So they can reach out to you site inspection that day.
Sure. If I'm not your business development manager, I'll point you in the right direction.
Brilliant. Erica's asking, do you have a site for any of the media material for advertising? So the videos and photos.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to sunsweptresorts.com. So
Okay.
sunsweptresorts.com has the marketing and images and everything. And once again, I'm hoping, Sarah, you'll give my contact information. If you have my contact information, I'd be happy to send that personally to you.
Yeah, no, we do that. We'll send out a follow-up anyway and copy in Stephen and yourself. So
Beautiful.
no problem at all. Is the resort in North St. Lucia, Graham?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Super.
StolenTime is in Castries and BodyHoliday Days is in Gross Islet.
Super, thank you.
Mhm.
Demetria has asked for BodyHoliday. Are the adventure program activities included or are these at an extra price?
Every activity that I had mentioned when we talked about yoga, the theme weeks, Pilates, snorkeling, everything is included that is at the resort. There is no additional cost. Even introductory to scuba, snorkeling, to scuba is included. So everything is ultra included. At BodyHolidays, even the treatments are included. You get one 50-minute treatment every full day at BodyHolidays. And other than that, everything is ultra inclusive.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Stephen, Brian is wondering if you could get more information about any upcoming webinars on Tobago. He's interested in learning more about the island.
Yes, well, very soon. I think it's actually today's Thursday, so 2 weeks
12th, is it?
yesterday. 2 weeks yesterday. So 2 weeks Wednesday, we have our own dedicated Tobago webinar. So again, just look out for the invitation, which you'll be sending out, I would imagine, fairly soon. And that would be it.
Also, yeah, any of the webinars that we're doing that have got Tobago as a solus webinar, so just on Tobago, same for Graham. You can go onto mybookingrewards.com/events and they're all on there. So you can go and pre-book them and register for them. And if you're not able to attend, you sent the copy of the recording as well. So it's always great to see you here. Then if you've got any questions, you can ask them, but yeah, they're all on my Booking Rewards profile. So
Beautiful.
thank you, Stephen.
I think I
Linda's
did see one about whether or not we sit under the hurricane belt. Saw that pop up. And if I could just answer that, I should have said it during the presentation. Yes, we do. When we're that far down the south in the Caribbean Crescent, the hurricanes historically come in a lot further north. You always have to say historically. And having said that, I mean, so the last time we've actually had a full-fledged hurricane, I think, was 1963. Having said that, though, we do have storms. There are, we're in the Caribbean, and I think we did have a tropical storm. I think it was last year or the year before last. So storms do happen, but hurricanes, the big mamas, touch wood, because I don't want to put the kibosh on the destination. You never know. They historically, we're too far south for them. But this is a changing world. The tropics and everything is changing. Climate change. Believe it or not.
I know it's changing a lot.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Perfect. Graham, Crystal's asked, what is the distance from the airport?
To StolenTime, you're looking at about an hour, and to BodyHoliday about an hour and a half by car. We would suggest for the outbound, you can take a helicopter, which I was lucky enough and spoiled enough to do last time I took. That takes about 15 minutes to get to StolenTime, and then you're about 20 minutes by car to get to BodyHoliday.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Stephen, Linda's asked, Mr. Tobago, how are the facilities for mobility challenged folks?
We do, generally speaking, not bad, actually. We do actually have a few properties which are completely converted, offering full access obviously for wheelchairs, full accessibility access. You do have to be specific, and you do have to do your research to say which hotels. Not all of the properties have those facilities, but the majority of properties do, or should I say a large percentage of the properties do. For general facilities, just going around Scarborough, easy, because obviously we have drop curbs, and the restaurants and the shops accommodate mobility as well. Obviously, there will be challenges if you want to do a trek in the rainforest or any of those sort of adventurous experiences. There would be challenges. And I remember from a trip a couple of years ago where one of the agents explained that they had clients with disabilities, and the woman we were with said, "Oh, we can still do an experience. You can still do a rainforest experience." What they do is maybe 20, 30, 100 yards into the forest, they set up some chairs. And so, obviously, dignity allowing, they will carry them to those chairs and sit them down, and then do a rainforest experience just from that location. So they're surrounded by the greenery, but they're not doing the trek as anyone else would be doing. So they can still adapt and acclimatize and allow people to experience as much as physically possible. They just adapt and work around it, as long as the clients are happy to do that. So yeah, there are certain things that we can do or that are doable. It's just that you can't just get in your own car, potter around, and just go and explore and do your own thing, because you need assistance, and trekking in the rainforest isn't designed for that sort of thing. But general access to hotels, facilities in Scarborough particularly, and down in Crown Point, is not really a major issue, or shouldn't be a major issue.
Brilliant. Thank you, Stephen. Graham, going back to Demetria's question before, she's got a clarification on a question. So she was talking about the adventure program. It shows Grove Piton hikes, the Piton Nature Hike, the West Coast Tour, the Rum and Chocolate Tour, Mount Gimme Hike, Three Peak Challenge. So these are extra because they're off resorts. Just wants clarification on it.
Yeah, you got it. It is extra. So any type of excursion offside the resort would be additional. Correct.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay. Judith is asking Graham to send the contact for BodyHoliday. Judith, don't worry. I'm going to send the follow-up. He'll be copied in, and then you just reach out to him directly. That's the easiest way. Stephen, can guests register for tours of those areas that require guides at the resorts?
Yes, 100%. Yes, definitely.
Perfect. Deb, I'm not getting emails for the webinars, not sure why, as I used to. Deb, just make sure that you're not unsubscribed. Drop me an email. And also you can book any of them on mybookinrewards.com if you go to the events tab. So they're all up there for you. Trinidad and Tobago still in a state of emergency of crime. I've not heard that,
No,
Stephen.
no. Well, right. No, that's a very good question. There
Trinidad.
is a state of there is a state of emergency. We are the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, like I explained. We're one country. There is a state of emergency. So when the state of emergency or where things like this happen, it encompasses both islands. Now, a key thing to point out is one island isn't exactly the same as the other. I've just spent the last 40 minutes or whatever talking about how wonderful and easy and safe and whatever to get around Tobago, get your own car, hire a car, potter around, do your own thing, go and explore, adventure. Would I, if I represented to Trinidad, I probably wouldn't use those same words and I wouldn't, express it in the same way. People do visit Trinidad. Particularly bird watchers, but what generally happens is when they arrive at the airport, they're picked up, they're brought to the bird sanctuary and the excursion is done, then they're picked up and brought back to the hotel, then they're picked up, and that's a different experience. And that happens, that's your experience in Trinidad. Locals or those sort of people will be able to go and get a hire car. Would I suggest your clients go and get a hire car and potter around Trinidad? Probably not. That's not what I would do. Tobago is totally different, very safe. It really isn't an issue, but because it's a state of emergency, it has to encompass both islands. Now, I've spoken to my DMC partners and friends on the island. I've spoken to hoteliers over the last 2-3 weeks. Nothing has changed in Tobago. All right, Tobago is still safe, still open, still everything is fine in Tobago. Okay, listen to my words. Everything is perfectly fine in Tobago. You can still send your customers and your clients to Tobago. They will have a wonderful week and a wonderful 2 weeks, wonderful 10 days, wonderful 4 nights, whatever. So I don't know how else I can explain that. The only key thing that's happened, the only thing that's changed in Tobago, and this is from the guys on ground who have told me, is that you're required to bring some ID with you at all times. The driving license or passport, whatever. Just in case a police officer asks you to identify yourself. And I've had people. Sorry?
Uh-oh. I think we lost Sarah.
No, Sarah's back again. Sarah's back.
Hey, Sarah.
So yes, nothing, I wouldn't be here now if Tobago wasn't safe and open for business. Trust me, I would be keeping things a little bit quiet. So the only shame of it is they can't make the distinction between one island or the other. The state of emergency has to be for the whole country.
Yeah, perfect.
So hopefully that makes sense to you. And if you guys read between the words, kind of without me making any profound statements.
Yeah. So Kathleen, my mum is from Trinidad and Tobago, and the islands are very different. Tobago is so safe. So it's always been that way. Trinidad's always had something, and Tobago's always been the place that you can go out and about. So thank you, Stephen. Okay, so that has come to the end of the webinar. So now we test you. Let's see who's been listening. So if everyone can go to the drop down on chat, make sure that it says everyone. And we've got a couple of questions that are coming up. So Graham's got a $60 or £50 prize. Stephen's got his £50 prize to give away to one lucky agent. As a reminder, if you are on the webinar today, you get a prize draw point. If you are the fastest finger with the correct answer, you get 10 points. And I put all of you in a magic wheel, and the spin to win picks who the winner is, and we'll let you know tomorrow. So Graham, you went first. What is your question, please?
Okay, which resort out of StolenTime and BodyHoliday includes treatments?
Neil, you were too quick there with your thought 32 rooms. Okay, so Brian said it's BodyHoliday. Is that the correct answer?
Congrats, Brian. Good job.
Perfect.
So
Brian,
it's a choice of 20. It's a choice of 20 treatments, and it's 50 treatments for every full day. So if your client is staying for 7 nights, they receive 5 treatments.
Wow, super amazing. Thank you very much. So Brian, you have your 10 points. Stephen,
Oh, before I really, Graham, I really do need to speak to you about a good rate. Thank you. But anyway, carry on.
Well, I want some of that shellfish, so we're gonna go.
Just before you start, Stephen, Brian, chase up the person that gave the prize to you. That's the best way to do it. Chase them directly. I can chase them up for you, but just email. Sometimes they forget. Question.
You broke up there, Sarah. I didn't quite hear what you were saying.
What's your question?
Oh, mate, sorry, my question. Sorry. I mentioned birds in Tobago. How many hummingbird species are there in Tobago? Oh, have we got?
Oh, we've got a mixture here.
Oh, let me go down. I'm still seeing sparse. Here. How many different? Oh, I still haven't got. It says hi, Stephen. No, I still haven't got to the birds.
So, how many species of hummingbird? Has anyone come up with a correct answer yet?
I haven't seen any numbers yet. Maybe I'm just too high. I'm still scrolling down.
So Charlotte, for example, she said 16. Is that correct?
No, it's not. Oh, it says Charlotte. There we go. 16. No.
Okay,
260.
Heather,
no.
260. 60 said Melda.
No.
6.
6. Heather.
7 said Emma.
I've got is 6. The answer is 6. The answer is 6. Solamente says.
Heather
McDonald. She gets the bonus, the Brucey bonus. 260 is the number across the whole island.
Points.
You're breaking up again, Sarah. We didn't hear any of that.
Everybody, I'm saying internet is everybody. Thanks for attending.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Hopefully you can hear us.
Thank you.
No worries. Brilliant. Thank you guys
Enjoy the rest
very
of the
much.
week, everybody. Thank you, Sarah.
Enjoy.
Stephen, pleasure to meet you.
Lovely meeting you. We'll be in contact, Graham, about our rates, about what we're doing, yeah?
I like it.
Loving it.
All right, guys. See you later. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.